Welcome back to the Bobcat Hockey Coaches Show on Super Talk 1270. Paul Teeple here with you as we take it till the hour of 6 p.m. Rejoined momentarily by Bobcats head coach and general manager Lane Sedevy. But for right now, we turn things over to the players as we always do during our second segment. Coming up in a moment, Bobcats defenseman Tanner Vescio. But first is first-year Bobcat and third-year NAHL veteran Joe Sardina joining us. Joe, how's it going?
It's going good, Paul. How about you?
Not too bad at all. I know you lived in Alaska the last couple years, but I got to get your take on all this snow. This is pretty wild, right?
Yeah.
Coming from Texas, how much snow had you experienced before playing junior hockey?
Not much at all. We didn't really get any snow at all in Texas, so coming here, it's definitely a huge change because this is the most snow I've ever seen. So
you come to the Bobcats in a preseason trade. How tough or easy was it to kind of get acclimated to a bunch of new guys right before the season started?
It wasn't tough at all. I came in with high hopes, and all the guys are great. They welcomed me with open arms, so it was easy to make some friends real quick. And it's like I've been playing on the team for 2 years now.
How much did it help that Austin's younger guy you played with last year with Kenai River was already here?
Helped me a lot. Before I came in, I talked to him on the phone and asked him about Bismarck and how he's liking it so far, and he really talked this place up. So it was comforting to hear from him and see what his take is on it before coming. So.
Now, as mentioned, you're from Red Oak, Texas, and the Bobcats have been having quite a bit of success with players from Texas over the last couple of years. Nick Alexander, a second-year Bobcat, Solak Bakic, also from Dallas last year. Did you like when you found out that the team has been having so much good luck and good fortune with players from your home state?
Yeah, it's definitely good to hear that players are moving on from Bobcats from where I live. So, I mean, it's definitely grabs my attention whenever you hear people from Texas are on the Bobcats and they're moving on to bigger and better things. So,
and, it's pretty cool to think about Texas that is one of those non-traditional hockey markets that people always talk about when they're talking about the NHL. To have so many more and more guys as time goes by moving up from your state. What does that say to you about the way the game has grown there?
It's definitely, from when I was a little kid, it's definitely grown a ton. Most people would say is there even ice in Texas, but now it's, some of the top players in the country are coming from Texas. So it's definitely changed a lot, and it's definitely changed for the better.
For you personally, lately, the goal's starting to come along here after a little bit of a drought following the showcase. What's been improving for you to be in a spot to start putting up more and more goals?
Just playing my game and doing everything right away from the puck, getting open and just generating chances. If you generate chances, then the goals will come. It was just a matter of me getting chances and not being able to put the puck in the net. And just recently I was able to score some goals, and it's coming for me now just because I'm doing everything right away from the puck. So.
Talking to Coach earlier, about 10 minutes ago, talking about last weekend, 3 losses, but 3 games where your team was the one that controlled the pace of play for the most part. How do you react to that? Do you kind of throw out the game tape, or do you look at what you did right and see how to improve on it?
I definitely look at what I did right and see what I can improve on. We did control most of those games, but the fact is that we still lost, and there's still a lot of areas for improvement that we can do better on in order to get those 2 points. So.
Now, tempers flared Saturday night in Cloquet against the Wilderness, and now you see them again right away 2 nights from now. Is there still a little bad blood, do you think?
Oh, absolutely. I think it's going to be a very chippy game. Definitely when you play a team, 3 times in a row, it's definitely going to get chippy. So it should be a good matchup, and we just play our game. I think we'll come out with 2 points.
What's one specific area of improvement that the forwards are focusing on to have better final scores against the Wilderness than what we saw last weekend in Cloquet?
Specifically D-zone. We need to be better in our D-zone, and we need to be better taking care of the puck in our D-zone. getting pucks out, blocking shots, just doing the small things in the D zone in order to create more offense for us.
And finally, Brookings is another road trip down there on Saturday. You've seen the Blizzard a couple of times now, once here, once there. What lessons are you guys paying attention to heading down to Larson Ice Center on Saturday? What's going to be important to keep in mind against the Blizzard?
To just keep doing what we do best, putting shots on their goalie, driving the net, and just being responsible in our D zone. That's all you can do against any team, really.
Well, Joey, thank you very much for sharing a little time. Good luck this weekend against the Wilderness and the Blizzard.
Yep, thanks, Paul.
All right, that's Bobcats forward Joey Sardina. Our thanks to him, and we remind you Bobcats are at home on Friday night as they take on the Minnesota Wilderness again. It's a 7:15 puck drop. Buy and print your tickets right now at bismarck.bobcats.com or charge by phone at 222-3300. Then the Bobcats back on the road on Saturday, heading on down to Brookings to Larson Ice Center to once again take on the Brookings Blizzard. That's a 7:05 game. We will have live coverage right here on Super Talk 1270 and at hockeytv.com at 6:35. We now welcome in Bobcats' first-year defenseman out of Blaine, Minnesota. Tanner Vescio is with us. Tanner, how's it going?
Good, Paul. How are you doing?
Not too bad at all. Finally some hockey weather. Nothing that you're not used to, though, from Minnesota, I bet.
Oh, not at all. Gotta love the snow here.
You kind of giving it to, we just talked to Joe Sardina. He's from Texas. You giving it to some of the warmer weather guys like him and Coop, seeing stuff like this out here?
Yeah, I don't know. I'm pretty used to it, but I'm sure he is a little bit because he was playing up in Alaska last year, so sure it's not too weird for him.
All right, so last year you come in with the Bobcats and you affiliate. You get some NAHL game time under your belt. How much has that helped you adjusting to the level of play this year?
It helps a little bit here and there. I kind of got a feel for the speed and what type of play the league's all about. So I got used to that a little bit, but now that we're almost halfway through the season, I'm definitely more comfortable, and I love it here.
Also, I imagine it probably helped you just get used to Sanford Power Mike Solway a little bit.
Oh, yeah. Yep. Yeah, we work out with Mike up there at the Sanford place, and he's awesome. He knows exactly what he's doing, and all the boys love him, and he's just a very approachable guy that we love to have and work with us.
So last weekend, not the results the team was hoping for, but a lot of positives. The team seemed to be playing well and carrying the pace of play through most of the weekend. On the defensive side, what positives are you guys taking from last weekend despite the less than positive outcomes?
I think what we're taking away is we're out shooting the teams most of the time, and we're keeping the teams that we're playing to less shots, so that helps a ton with our goalies. And our goalie Cam and Will, they've been playing outstanding for us, and Cam came in this weekend and he was a wall, but I don't know what we could do about that. We played good. We played with the puck most of the time, I'd say so, this weekend, but we'll just try and pull the positives out from last week, and because we've been playing at our best, I think.
What's an area that the team has looked at and say, all right, here's where we need to improve over what we did last weekend?
Definitely the defensive zone. We've been going through that a lot throughout this week in practice, and we just want to shut it down back there and worry about the offensive zone when we get out of the defensive zone, because that's our biggest worry right now, I'd say.
So last weekend, Minnesota scored 8 goals. 7 of them came in transition. How do you slow these guys down?
I think best way to do that is just stay up in the play with our defensemen, but we got to get good gaps going. If it's not there, if the pinch isn't there, you just got to back out of the zone and let your forwards come back hard. And when you see that coming, then you can step up on them and have a good gap, and hopefully that'll shut them down on turnovers and transitions that they have.
Saturday night, late in the first period, you got your first goal. Walk us through the play and tell us how it feels.
Yeah. So it was late in the game, or late in the first period. We were at the left face spot in the offensive zone, and Kevin Ness won a perfect draw to me, just clean right back to me, and I walked the blue line a little bit and fired a shot on net, and kind of just hoped for the best. And I think it went between Millen's legs, and then it went in the net. So yeah, it was fun. I was happy to get that one out of the way.
It's pretty cool too, because both your parents are up from Blaine to see that. It had to be even more special knowing that they were in the building to see that.
Yeah, I know. That felt great. I knew they were up there, and I knew they were probably happy to see that and excited for me. So that was fun.
So after Friday's game, you guys back on the bus, back to Brookings. You've seen them a couple times. I asked Joe this a second ago. I'll ask you now, what do you know about Brookings, and what does the defense need to do to try and have another good game at Larson Ice Center?
Well, we know Brookings is a fast, skilled team. We know that they don't like to get hit, so I think on the defensive side, we'll just keep finishing our checks and just wear them out throughout the game. I know that'll help us quite a bit.
Well, Tanner, we thank you very much for stopping by and sharing a little time. Congrats again on the first goal, and good luck this weekend against the Wilderness and the Blizzard.
Yeah, no problem. Thank you for having me here.
All right, that's Bobcats first-year defenseman Tanner Vescio. We will step away for a commercial break. Special alumni treat when we return, as former Bobcat forward Nick Miglio, now in the pros with the ECHL's Rapid City Rush, joins us when we come back. It's the Bobcat Hockey Coaches Show live on Super Talk 1270.